Hi class, my name is Matthew Sokol and I want to welcome you to Math 131 College Algebra. I'm going to be your instructor for the course, and what I want to do in this video here is I just kind of want to walk you through the course setup and where everything's located, and give you a brief overview of the course syllabus too. Okay, so our course runs for just 12 weeks and it officially starts on 9/22, but everything for the course is actually already set up. Okay, so when you log into the classroom, the first thing you're going to come into is see this tab called Announcements. Now, there are no announcements in this video here, but every week you're probably going to get between 2 and 3 announcements from me, just kind of like telling you, what's due this week, what you should be working on, and those announcements are also going to go directly to your email. The next tab you're going to see is this tab called Outline and Overview. So when I click on this, you can see here that this is the course syllabus, and I'll go through that in a second. But down here, you're going to next see my instructor contact. So the best way to get in contact with me is via email, and you can see my email right here. And then I hold office hours via Zoom every Tuesday and Thursday from 8:30 to 9:30, 11 to 12, and then Wednesday 9 to 10. So if you ever want to meet with me to discuss the course, you can meet with me during my office hours. The only thing I ask is that you email me about 5 minutes prior to joining, just so I'll make the link live. And this will be our Zoom link for the office hours. All right, so let me download the course syllabus and let's go through that together. Okay, as I said, this is Math 131 College Algebra. It's a 12-week course that runs from 9/22 to 12/21. And I'm your instructor, Matthew Sokol. Okay, I went through my office hours, my email. Obviously, our course website is through Blackboard. Now, our textbook. So you're going to need a MyMathLab code. So we actually have an e-textbook. So I don't recommend that you buy the actual hard copy of this text. Like, everything's going to be completed in the system called MyMathLab. So make sure that you have a MyMathLab access code. You're also granted a 14-day grace period trial when you register in MyMathLab. And I'll go through that in a second. You're also going to need a graphing calculator. A little bit of a typo here. There is no free 90-day trial for this. I'm sorry about that. I guess that expired. But you're going to need a graphing calculator equivalent to a TI-83 or TI-84 to help you get through this course. Okay, so what is this course? This is an introduction to algebraic functions and their graphs, solving equations that involve algebraic functions, and the use of function notation. So topics include linear function, quadratic functions, polynomial functions, rational functions, and systems of linear equations. So basically what this course is designed to do is it's designed to give you a great foundation to go into pre-calculus next, and then hopefully calculus someday. You can read through the student learning outcomes. So next here, one of the things that are really important for you to look over is our topic outline and course dates. So we're going to follow specific sections of our textbook. We're going to follow Chapter P, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3 of the textbook specifically. And I'll show you how to get this in MyMathLab in a little bit. Okay. But over here, you can see the corresponding sections and the dates we're going to work on. So like our first week of class is going to actually be a week and a half. Because we begin on a Wednesday. But so the dates we're going to work in sections P1 to P3 are going to be 9/22 to 10/3, and then you can see so on. Okay. During our second week of class, 10/4 to 10/10, we're going to work in sections P4, P5, and P6. Okay. And you can go through here. You'll also see here I have listed the date of the midterm exam and the date of the final exam. Okay. So we're going to have each of those in our class, and I will talk about those in a little bit. All right, what you're interested in right now is probably how your course is your grade in the class is going to be determined. Okay. So first off, there's going to be 20 homework assignments in our class. I know it seems like a lot, but you need to practice math to do really well on it. Okay, and each of these assignments are worth 20 points, and they're all going to be in MyMathLab, and I'll show you where those are in a second. And each assignment will cover 1, 2, or 3 sections from our textbooks. So assignments will be completed in MathLab, between 10 and 20 questions per assignment. And they have the following due dates here. Okay, so you can see our first assignment number 1, is just going to cover section P1 to P3, and that's due by Sunday 10/3. Assignment number 2 is going to be P4 to P5, due Sunday 10/10. Assignment number 3, P6, is going to cover sections P6, and assignment is going to be due Sunday 10/10. And you can read through the rest of these to get all the due dates. Okay, so these assignments are critical to your success in the course. With algebra, you learn by practicing the concepts. These assignments are designed to give you a chance to master the concepts covered in the textbook and online lectures. And I'll show you where the lectures are in a second. But you may work ahead in these assignments as they are posted now. And assignments are, I do accept assignments late, but at 10% penalty. So I only accept these homework assignments late. Additionally, there's going to be quizzes after you complete each chapter of the textbooks. So you're required to take the quiz in my math lab after completing each chapter, and each quiz is worth 50 points. So you can see the due dates of the quizzes. Okay. The thing about quizzes, though, is no late quizzes will be accepted. So if you fail to complete a quiz by the due date, you're just going to get a 0 on them. Okay. All right. There will be a midterm and final exam given at the following dates and times. Okay. And now here's the thing. These are going to be proctored by me. Okay. What this means is you're going to have to log in via Zoom. So as we get closer to the due dates, I'm going to post a Zoom link for you to log into to complete the midterm exam. Now, this is a departmental requirement. Okay. So I'm sorry, but we're going to have to stick with this. So the midterm exam is going to cover chapters P and chapter 1, and it's going to be on Wednesday, 11/10 from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And the final exam covering chapters 2 and 3 is going to be on Tuesday, 12/21 from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, I understand that these dates might not work for you, so if they don't, please let me know at least a week ahead of time so we can schedule a mutually convenient time for us to do the proctored exams. Okay, and I'll post the Zoom information for these in Blackboard. So our grading scale here, there's going to end up being 1,000 total points. Your homework assignments are going to 400 total points, worth 40% of your grade. Quizzes are going to be worth 20% of your grade. Midterm and final are each worth 20% of your grades as well. So I'm going to determine these letter grades as follows here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the total points you get in the class. So say you have 875 total points. I'm going to divide it by 1,000. And your grade is going to be between an 85 and a 90, 89 here. So you can see you'll get a B plus in the class. All right, so here's the attendance policy, the accommodations, and Title IX for you to read through on your own. All right, let me show you where everything else is next. Next here, you hear me talk about My Math Lab a lot when I was going through this course. There's this tab called My Math Lab links. To register in this course, okay, a lot of people are like, Matt, I need the course code. No, it's a Blackboard linked course. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the My Math Lab links, and you're just going to click any of these, okay? And when you do, it's going to take you through a setup process, okay? And you're going to register, you're going to create an account, you're just going to follow through with the instructions. If you do not have a My Math Lab code, okay, everyone needs an access code, you can get a 14-day trial, okay? But when you log in to My Math Lab, let me just walk you through these links here, okay? When you go to the course homepage here, it just takes you to the intro of the course. So let me show you what the student view looks like. There's just going to be all this general information, a calendar, assignments here. You'll be able to see it with all these tabs along the side. Okay, but some of the other things that are going to be real interesting. Your assignments here. When you want to look at all your assignments, when I click on this, you can literally see here all your assignments are posted here already with their corresponding due dates, right? For each quiz, I give a practice quiz for you to take beforehand that's non-graded. And the practice quiz very, very, very much mirrors the regular quiz. So if you do the practice quiz a few times before you take the graded quiz, you'll do great. So you can see all your assignments. And then after you complete assignment 9, that'll be like, for example, where chapter 1 ends, you can take the chapter 1 quiz. And so on. And when it comes time for the midterm exam, I have a practice midterm for you. And the same thing with the final, I have a practice final. Okay. So you can see all your assignments are here ready for you to go. All right. Now, homework assignments, you'll notice that there's a lot of, if you've never used My Math Lab before, there's a lot of great tools and like help me solve this stuff. So like when you click on a problem, if you struggle with it, there's going to be like help me solve this down here, view an example, get some more help here. There's a lot of tools for you to do really, really well on this. Next, if you just want some extra practice, there's this study plan here. I'll let you fool around with that on your own. You can see your grades. Here's a multimedia library where you can see videos that the textbook author has done. And then there's a link right here down to the e-text. So, for example, during the first week, we're working in chapter P1 to P3. So you go over to contents, go to P1 here, and you can read through this on your own here. Okay, you can just kind of read through, it's a pretty easy textbook read, and it really helps you to master the concepts by reading this. Secondly, going to the next tab, there's this tab called course content. What I've recorded for every section of the textbook here. All right. So during the first week, if you want to go to get a lecture on section P1, you go to course content and then chapter P. I'm in section P1. You click here. Oh, sorry about that. You can see here there's two PowerPoints here, a PowerPoint and a PDF. You'll notice as you watch, these are all lectures that I've recorded on the concepts from this section. So when you watch this, you'll notice that I do this writing over this PowerPoint here. Okay, you can see, if you follow along and watch, you can see me writing. So what happens here, what I suggest you do is I suggest you download the PowerPoint and follow along with the lecture. But if you do, you can't read everything as clearly, or you just want to skip ahead a little bit, you can download this PDF, and it has the PowerPoint with all my writing in it for you there too. Okay, so I try to keep each PowerPoint lecture, between 10 and 20 minutes. Some are shorter, some are longer, just depends on the topics. Next here, there's a tab for discussion board. You can see I have a general questions forum. I highly recommend that everybody go to the welcome forum and post just a little introduction about yourself. If you were to go and look in, you'll notice that I've done one myself, and I've posted a picture of myself here with my wife, just so you can put a face to the voice you're hearing now. Just a good way for us to get to know each other. Next, there's a tab for student grades. I'll post your student grades here as they come in. And then there's a tab for WCC help for anything you see here that you might need help with. All right, class, I know that was a quick introduction to the course. But if you have any questions, please let me know. And then during this first week, what you really should be doing is make sure you're registered in my math lab, and then also post to the welcome form. All right, class, I look forward to working with all of you.